3, 2, 1. Ooh, that was a good clap. Hello, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Off the Grass. My name is Dave Swerski, super fan of our beloved team, the Bears. And it's been a minute since I've graced you all with my presence in this here form on the YouTubes. And for that, I apologize, my friends. But I've been busy. First off, though, before we dive in too far, please do make sure that you've subscribed to the channel. And drop a comment below to let me know you're as fired up about this upcoming season as I am.
I bet the farm will win each game this season. I'm high on hope again. My friends, the Bears are back. They're built to win, you'll see. Won the offseason. But now who will our draft picks be?
The Bears are back. Oh yeah! So let's catch up a little bit, shall we? So since we last saw each other, I launched my new merch, and my friends, you really came true and warmed this old superfan's heart by getting yourself some of this hot new merch.
Swerski's got new shirts, my friends. The Bears.
It's a catchy little tune. And I've also heard your feedback on both shirts for the kids, Swerski Super Kids, and about maybe doing a long sleeve t-shirt option, which I happen to love the idea of as well. Modifications will be made as time goes by, my friends. Now check out the link in the description below here or in my bio and get your new shirts now, as the designs will be constantly evolving, making each shirt that is out a limited time, limited edition, probably soon to be worth multiple millions merch item. So get them while you can, and keep your eyes on the site for new shirts coming in the near future. All right, next we had the build up to the draft, complete with a few Swerski parodies, including a new draft day medley, which seems to be as though it's becoming an annual tradition.
Why'd it have to be in Green Bay? Are they trying to ruin draft day by having it in Green Bay?
Those tunes are always a fun puzzle for this old brain to try to piece together and keep me sharp and young, so I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed putting those out. I was fortunate enough to get to attend a few events for the draft this year in the city of Chicago. I got to hang out with my friends at CHGO Live for day one, complete with some Swerski analysis, where I chopped it up with Mr. Corey Wooten and the CHGO fellas. And I met a big hero of mine in Lance Briggs. And I witnessed the first round with a lot of you folks over some tasty brewed adult beverages and a feeding line of amazing grub from the staff at Bourbon Street there in Chi-Town. Then on day two, I got to join my friends Ryan and Val on Windy City weekend to spread some superfan cheer. And then I met up with Bears sideline reporter and all-around hilarious and good human Lauren Screeden to do a little impromptu on the streets interview.
Back on the streets with Swerski and Screeden. It's a new show sponsored by To Be Determined. If I put on a little weight, I could be a tight end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now we're going
She's
with
laughing
that.
at me too.
And then I watched round two over some Chicago tavern-style pizza with a whole lot more of my friends. Now, you can check out some of those other personal highlights in the videos on my channel, but here, now, let's... Probably that Italian sausage I put on that pie. Just another minor heart attack. The weekend must have clogged up the old ticker and I needed a little jolt to the nervous system. Bears. Now, where was I? Oh yeah, the draft. Let me know down below in the comments how you're feeling about these picks and this Bears draft haul for 2025. But what do I think, you ask? Well, here goes. In Ben Johnson, I trust. And I will admit to something. When Colston Loveland came off the board at 10, I was a little surprised, as was the room I watched in. But as I've thought about it more, while as with anything in life, there are a whole lot of ifs in this situation here. If he is as good a route runner as they think he is, and if he adds another new and different dynamic to the pass catching and route running options for Ben to design plays for, and for us to have flexibility with, I'm freaking in on this pick. I think a lot of us thought it would be Warren if it would be a tight end, and a lot of us may remember one of the last times we took a different name than was expected when we got Trubisky, and a guy many thought thought was better was taken just a little bit later. Mahomes. Bears. But it seems Loveland has more upside for what it sounds like Ben Johnson wants to run. So, let's go! No one knows the answers to the test better than the guys who drafted him, and I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. And as much as I would have loved the drama of trading up and grabbing Genty, I'm happy in the long run we came away with more picks and got more depth in multiple other places we needed to get deeper at than to over-leverage a trade to go up and get Genty. Now, if Tyler Warren becomes the next Brock Bowers and Loveland becomes the next Adam Shaheen, we're gonna have some thoughts on that. But if Loveland becomes Ditka, or even Greg Olson, the only two other tight ends ever drafted in the top 10 of the draft by our beloved team, the Bears, then get ready to be playoff bound and championship contenders sooner than later, my friends. Let's go! Biggest issue is that he heals up from that shoulder issue and surgery ASAP so that he can play and learn this offseason to be ready to roll come the new season. So next up, the Bears used the last pick of our haul with the Panthers at number 39 in round 2 to pick Luther Burden III out of Missouri. Seems to me like a lot of folks are shocked he fell to the second round, so let's hope we got a steal with him. Best thing I heard was one scout saying Deebo Samuel, but faster. I'll take it. With our second round scheduled pick, we traded back with the Bills and ended up getting Ozzie Trapillo, offensive tackle out of Boston College with the 56th overall pick. I like to think of him as Andre the Giant. He stands a massive 6'8" tall, my friends, second tallest dude in the draft, and he seems like a bright, sharp, hard worker. I'm excited about this one. He played right tackle, so the intrigue is whether he ends up staying on the right side and they move Darnell right to left. Polls said Darnell had the flexibility to play either, so we shall see how that all plays out. But either way, the Bears got depth or potentially another starter out of this one, and ultimately, they created competition, so I'm all for it. Depth and competition? Sign me up. We ended up with another second-round pick due to that same Bills trade, and with it, we then selected Shamar Turner, a defensive tackle out of Texas A&M with the number 62 pick. He's got some versatility to play outside or inside on the D-line, which is good, and I am excited to see him compete and get into rotation with a now quite respectable D-line of Sweat, Jarrett, Dexter, Odengbo, Booker, and Billings.
Rebuild the line. Fix the both sides. Cover 6 bold lines. Now we got peace of mind. This year could be our time. I'm feeling the good vibes. We rebuilt the line. Fix the both sides.
Rebuilt the lines, fixed on both sides. The Bears didn't have a third-round pick, so next we got Ruben Hippolyte II, a linebacker out of Maryland with the number 132 pick. Dude can fly with a 4.42 40 time, so he'll add some depth with upside to the linebacker room and on special teams. In the 5th round, we took Zah Frazier, a corner out of UTSA with pick 148. He's rangy and tall at 6' 3, which adds a new element to that room, and he is also super fast with a 4.36 40. Next, more O-line depth with Luke Newman out of Michigan State with pick 159 in the 6th round. He has experience at left tackle but primarily played guard and will supply some more youthful depth to the O-line room. Bears seem to think he might be a good backup to Dahlman at center, and so if that's the case, he will get to learn from one of the best, and that's a win to me. And then last but certainly not least, in the 7th round, the Bears selected Kyle Monangai, a running back out of Rutgers with the 233rd pick. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I like it. Monangai. And Mr. Kyle has an impressive resume on paper too, so to get him this late feels like hopefully filling a need with low draft capital. So if it works, once again, big if, but that could be the steal of the draft. This kid led the Big Ten in rushing both of the last 2 seasons, and that is against legit competition. He had a total of 2,541 yards those 2 years, and he is a tough and durable kid who played lots of snaps and has amazing ball security stats, as he has 669 attempts over 5 years of collegiate play with 0 fumbles. 0. So could he be the thunder to the lightning of Swift? Let's hope. And there you have it, my friends. The draft class of the 2025 edition of the NFL Draft for our beloved team, the Bears. So, what's next, you ask? Well, the big occasion next will be the schedule release, which will happen on May 14th at 7 p.m. Central Time. From there, we get a closer picture of the Bears season, and I'll be able to share with you which games you might get to see a Swerski sighting at. I am playing around with quite a few new ideas for this new season, my friends, and you may see some more cool collaborations come your way too. Could there be a Swerski podcast in the future? Maybe. Could there be a Swerski attendance at visiting stadiums this season in addition to a few Soldier Field appearances? Maybe. But the super fandom is growing, it's continuing, and it's because of friends like you who watch this till the end, who drop a the Bears in the comments below, get the merch, and in general keep helping me spread my love for our beloved team, the Bears, to you all. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for your continued support. It truly does mean the world to this old super fan. So, as always, be kind to each other and be kind to yourself too. And go Bears! I'll see you again real soon with another episode of Off the Grass. And then very soon after, we will transition back from off the grass to on the grass. And it will be a beautiful day, my friends. Let's go! Bears down, Chicago Bears. Soon we'll celebrate so many victories.